Hey guys, welcome back to G Production. Before I start this video, I want to say thank you for the support. Like I always say, support really means a lot. I haven't posted much videos, but the support really means a lot. We're almost at 9k subscribers. If you already haven't subscribed, please do go subscribe, because we're a few subscribers away and it would be nice if we get 9k by the time this video is out. So let's get into this video. Like you see by the title, another football video. If you're more into the inspiring videos, which I will be doing more, and if you want to see more content, just please do subscribe. Let me know in the comments below. So by the time you can see the football video, and I just wanted to talk the wrap up of the year and a few stories that happened recently in football, and I just wanted to give my thoughts on it. Starting by the first main topic, as a Chelsea fan, like you see, Chelsea got a new manager, which with this new manager I'm confident, but I'm also unsure as well. Like, Pochettino is the new Chelsea coach. The club are confirmed it after a very literally a long time coming. Like, we had Nagelsmann, we had Enrique, and some talks of Mourinho coming back as well. After a long period, Pochettino is confirmed as the new head coach. And as a Chelsea fan, I just want to let you know that if I'm confident or not. And what I could say is I am confident that he can get back to top four, where Chelsea in the worst season deserve to be top four. But even though we're not right now, we had a terrible season, right? But the thing is, I think this time we got a top coach, which we were in the process of building with Thomas Tuchel, but then the club made a mistake, and this time we signed another top coach who I'm 100% sure with the budget he got, with the players he's got, he can take us to top four. But am I confident that he could be Pep Guardiola and win the league, or you go even further? I'm not too sure about that. But the thing is, I'm confident that this guy has got a good CV, but I'm confident that with Chelsea he could go to the next level, like as a top manager. Like, he's a top manager, but I reckon if things work out at Chelsea, he'll be in the elite manager category, such as Klopp and Guardiola. Which with Pochettino, I am nervous with the players he's got. Like, he needs to get rid of a lot of players and to bring in a lot of players, which the club needs to support him on that too. Which, if he gets the players that he wants and he does the system that he think will work, I think Chelsea can go top four. And also that no one in their right minds is considering Chelsea to be favourites of winning the league next season. But I think with Poch coming in, if he gets things right, and I could easily say we could be contenders for the league. Like, if we got Mourinho, or if we got like another top manager like Nagelsmann, then I would have been a lot more confident. But then even with Pochettino, because he is Spurs, and when Chelsea managers, former Chelsea managers have went to Spurs, things didn't work out as well. So we could see the things around, but hopefully this guy, Chelsea is an upgrade to Tottenham. I know a lot of Tottenham fans will hate this, but Chelsea is, with the budget they give, with the club, the finances, the players that they can get, they are an upgrade. So I feel like Pochettino, if he does well, Chelsea are onto special things. If not, then I think another failure in terms of a manager, which hopefully he does well. But hopefully minimum he brings us back to the Champions League, because we ain't got no Europe, and that's embarrassing. But I do feel like if he gets things right, we can be contenders for the league, even though the league is very hard, and probably the hardest I've seen in my life. But the second thing I want to talk about was Chelsea players going in and out. There's many rumours is Mount has agreed personal terms, and do I think Mount will leave? I'm not too sure. I think Chelsea will try their best. Like Pochettino, what we heard that he wants to keep Mount. And Mount, I do feel like he's a special player, and when he's played in the position that he needs, like central midfield, he could do really well. But then he's one of them players that when you play in numerous positions, he just loses touch, and just with Man United, if he goes, I think he would take off straight away. But if he stays at Chelsea, it would be great, because he is an academy player, and it would just be great to have him there. With the manager knows that he wants to keep him, which every manager at Chelsea has been a huge fan of Mount. That's for some reason. So I think we should keep Mount. And also another player we should keep is Kai Havertz. Like, Kai Havertz, Real Madrid didn't want him, and Chelsea are considering letting him go. But I feel like at his time at Chelsea, he's been an okay signing. He's not been worth his price tag, but he's been an okay signing. But then the club's been playing him in numerous positions. Like Lampard stuck to midfield, and then Tuchel came in and put him in that false nine position, which he done really well in. But he's not that player. I think he's a central midfielder, which he's world class in. And then later on Tuchel put him in the wing, so did Potter. So there's been a lot of like confusion in positions. Like a lot of Chelsea fans want to play that's versatile, like could play in numerous positions, but I don't think that's the case. I think you need your main players to be players that stick to one or two positions that they're world class at, like central midfielder or central attacking midfielder. Like they stick to one position with similar roles, with a bit different roles but similar. But a versatile player, you need one of them two in your squad that these players can play from left back to the right wing to numerous positions, which most of your team players need to play in a set position. That's how they become world class. Like I'd rather have 10 players at Chelsea that become world class in the position they play in than become mediocre in like being versatile players, which I think ruins the players, and I feel like they should play in set positions. And for coming in, I think Chelsea, they've been said that Chelsea have agreed with Nkunku, which I think is a good player, but I've not seen too much of him. And last time we got like a forward from Germany, it wasn't the best. Even though Werner, for his heart at Chelsea was amazing, but then it didn't work out the way Chelsea wanted it to. So with the new signings coming, that I'm not too sure that where they will fit, but it is exciting time to be a Chelsea fan with the signings, but not where we are right now at the table. But besides from Chelsea, I just want to say this season has been crazy. Like this season, there's been a lot of changes, ups and downs, and a lot of the football world has changed forever. Like this season has just been crazy. Like such as Zlatan Ibrahimovic retired. Like I did not when he was confirmed that he was gonna leave AC Milan couple of weeks ago, I did not think he's gonna retire, just because it's Zlatan and you don't know when it's gonna end. But it's finally ended. Like he's officially retired, which for his age, he's played well beyond I think normal players could have, and he has had an amazing career, and he deserves to be a legend. And only if AC Milan won the Champions League and he was in the squad for the Champions League, it would have been amazing. But unfortunately, he didn't get to do that. But still, a great career for a great player. And Zlatan Ibrahimovic, I don't think there'll be another player like him, special player. But also, this year in itself has been crazy, because this season Ronaldo's gone from Europe. Messi is another player that's left Europe, and there's talks that he was going to go back to Barcelona, or talks he was going to go to Saudi Arabia, but he chose not to play for Barcelona because it didn't work out in the negotiations. So he went to USA, which he has said he could have gone to Saudi if it was for the money, but then USA, if he found that to be a better deal for him. But I do feel like with how commercially successful USA is, it'd be a better opportunity for him in the long run. But another player, these three players were literally at the top of Europe, and Messi, Ronaldo for a long time coming, and this is the season that both have left Europe. And mini Europe, I just feel like mini Europe is the end. I know, because I don't find Saudi League or the MLS as ambitions. I feel like it's just the end of a career where they don't have to work as hard, but they get to still get paid good, but also just enjoy their career. Another player left is Karim Benzema. When I heard this, I was shocked. Because I genuinely felt like he was gonna stay for another year. He just finished a 30 goal season, and he left for Saudi. Which end of the day, they gotta make for them is opportunities that they might not get later on, and for this they're set for life. They're already set for life, but with the finances it's crazy. But another player that has left, and it would have been amazing to see him stay, but then this season has been crazy with everything. The best players in Europe have left. Messi, Ronaldo, Benzema, they're all gone in the same season, which is crazy. But at the end of the day, football, you never know what's going to happen. So I feel like this is a new year that's going to start, and something else that happened is Man City won the Champions League, which honestly, was I supporting? Not really. Did I ever want Man City to win the Champions League? Probably not. Just because they're an English side, and only 5 English sides that won the Champions League, I didn't want another English side to win the Champions League, and that being Man City. Which, by the end of the day, I feel like Guardiola is probably one of the greatest coaches of all time. Like, he gets, compared to like Mourinho, but I feel like at the top with the tactics that he's got, he's probably one of the best. Like, Sir Alex Ferguson built a team up that wasn't, with the high, didn't have the finance, didn't have the richest club, didn't have all the money in the world to buy the players that he wanted to. He made the players, which I do feel like, end of the day, a manager like that will still be the greatest coach regardless. But Guardiola, for what he's done at the top, like, we won the Champions League with City, which I thought was impossible. Like, after the recent years, I never thought they were going to win it. But the year of shock, like this year reminds me so much of 2016 where Leicester won the league. And talking about Leicester, they've been relegated, which, like 2 years ago when I saw a video when they beat Chelsea for the FA Cup, and they said Leicester are the best run club in the league. Now, the world never won the league over Chelsea at that time, which I highly disagreed. I feel like City, Chelsea are better run clubs because Leicester City, they're not. I feel like their owners could have invested, but they didn't invest that much. Like, they won the league, which is good. Then they hired a good manager in Brendan Rodgers, which kept them in the top. Also won them a trophy, and they could have progressed on that, but they didn't progress. Like, the club owners didn't back in rebuilding the side. Like, I feel like every top team's got to rebuild the side in 5-6 years max. And Leicester City, they didn't do that. Like, last season they let top players go. I think they let Kasper Schmeichel go, which was a captain at the time, but they didn't bring in new squad, which I feel bad for the club. But then, if I never thought Leicester would get relegated, especially after the heritage they built over the last 5-6 years since winning the league. But it's crazy how they lost. But going back to City, I didn't think they're gonna win, but this year I didn't really support the Champions League final because it was Inter Milan, which I did not want Lukaku to win, and then going back to City, which I didn't really want to win either, but they won it, and I feel like Guardiola's like literally proved all doubters wrong, and he deserves all the respect. But one thing that he hasn't done is started a team, like built a team with that finance. But then I feel like that's not really his, like, you can't blame him for that because he's always got top sides, he's always been offered top roles, and he's went and succeeded, and he didn't have the opportunity to go to a side that wasn't, didn't have all the finances in the world. So that's another point that he gets a lot of stick for, but I feel like he deserves all the respect. And going back to Lukaku, I didn't want Inter to win because of Lukaku, because I felt like for his time at Chelsea, where what he did, like the disrespect he gave Chelsea, I just didn't want him to win it, because Chelsea signed him and he comes in 3 months later, he starts going against the club, which I feel like no top individual should do, and any player in the world should not do this to a club, especially the club that's paying their wages. And him coming back to Chelsea, I'd rather have like Broa gain more chances, and I'd rather have Aubameyang stay than Lukaku, because clearly he's not the player that he was 2 years ago. Could tell this season at Inter, and also he's like for the stuff that he said to Chelsea, there's no way Chelsea fans accept him. The only way Chelsea fans accept him is if he comes back and starts scoring goals every game and wins the league title. And once Chelsea won the league title and it's a big, like Lukaku's got the biggest hand, that's the only way that Chelsea fans will accept him. Other than that, no way Chelsea will accept him, because like there's just a level of disrespect you don't give to someone's club, which he did do. And at the same time, I don't think he should stay. I think Chelsea should more than release him than let him come back, because he's on a huge wage. Because he just doesn't deserve to be at Chelsea after the disrespect last season. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. This was like literally a long wrap up. I just wanted to talk about the stuff that happened. But if you want me to make shorts on all the transfer stuff going on, because there's a lot of news coming on, and if you want to hear my view, and you want to hear in shorts rather than just a long 14-15 minute video every week, please do let me know, because I've been thinking of making some shorts where I could just talk about football, but in like a 30-second video, rather than me coming out and making a long video every week. Because clearly my football videos do good, but then most of my audience is inspiring content or something something entertaining, which not football is like. But if you want to see me do gaming videos, which I could make another FIFA video, but I don't think it'll do that well right now. But if you do, please do let me know in the comments below. I do read all the comments, and even if you let me know on social media like Instagram, if you already haven't followed me, please do go follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and all the links. The link will be all below. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a nice day. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.